Nice. That's one of them new Ben Franklins you count there, baby Bob.
You don't stop.
Gotta get that money.
You don't stop.
Oh man, this is how we do it. East, West.
Popular topic today about social media. We're gonna go through 3 red flags. This is from my guys. Probably also relate to men too for women, but of course always, well, majority of the time talking to my guys on this channel. So it's 3 red flags to look for and what they mean. Once again, talking about some reality and truth. This is not necessarily anything that's going to be backed by any works cited or statistics or hard data that you can go and research. This is just me talking from experience. This is me talking from consensus of dealing with people. So I'm gonna go through 3 red flags today. First red flag is that they have a private account. So of course, when people have a private account, it's, you know, on the surface they'll say, oh, it's because, you know, I have a job. I don't want people to really be you know, looking at my social media, my personal life, anything like that. So why I say this is a red flag is because a person who has a private account usually struggles with the concept of discernment. They usually struggle with things around duality. They usually struggle with being discreet about certain things. So if somebody has a private account, in reality, you know, just to boil it all down, they're trying to hide from something. So they're either trying to hide from some type of, you know, domestic situation, some type of spouse, some type of ex. They're really super wild on their social media, so they don't want to let certain people in. But at the same time, if you're going to be super wild and out there for anybody, then there really shouldn't be a problem of being yourself. So that being said, these people who have this private account, they really struggle with authenticity and being themselves, even if being themselves means that they are 2 different people, or, you know, they have multiple personalities, they have a personal side and a work side. That's all fine. But if they have a private account, this is something to be aware of just because of the things that I just listed. So they're going to struggle with levels of discernment because if your account is private, that means that you may lack some type of awareness as to what's appropriate and inappropriate. So to take yourself completely out of that and having to make those mature and reasonable judgment calls, you just make it all private, and then you try to control the way people see you or what their perception could be of you, because in reality, you know that there's something wrong either with yourself or with something else you're trying to run away from or hide from. All right. So it's a little deep, but at the same time, you always want to be aware that this is something that is probably happening behind closed doors, or if not on a conscious level, on a definitely a subconscious level. So just be aware of that. All right. Let me make this turn first before I keep talking. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here, Black Friday and Best Buys across the street, people all in their goddamn emotions and shit, spazzing out. So another red flag, and bear with me because this is of course going to be more of a controversial topic. Another red flag is that she has or they have a Bible scripture in their bio. All right. So there's nothing wrong with faith. There's nothing wrong with religion. I think to some degree, regardless of who you are, you believe in something, you have some type of faith, or you follow a specific type of religion. There's nothing wrong with being proud of that. There's nothing to be ashamed of. When I say that this is a red flag, is because if they have a Bible scripture in their bio, that means that this person is going to be more than likely more prone to be subject to groupthink or the collective. So that means that they're going to really dig into and buy into what the masses are doing. You know, no shade or no hate, but these types of people are going to be more prone to what they should be doing or what the right answer is going to be based off the majority and not really thinking for themselves. So be aware of this. Of course, things like this are on a case-by-case basis, just like anything else in the world. But just be aware if you see somebody with a Bible scripture in their bio, that they could be coming from a place of, you know, trying to be a part of something bigger than themselves, which is nothing wrong with that. But by displaying it that way, it's not really showing a intimate connection, or, like it said to the first point, a level of discernment when it comes to their own internal spiritual faith and what they believed in. So if they're publicizing it or trying to push it onto the world as more of their billboard in their Instagram bio, then you need to be aware of that. You know, once again, they're probably looking to attach onto something to maybe just be a part of and not really have to think for themselves or hold themselves accountable, or they really don't know what they think or feel, or they don't really want to take accountability for their actions on an individual level. They're looking to be a part of a group or really look to something to kind of save them in a way. And once again, on a spiritual and faithful level, this is nothing wrong with that. But like I said, in reality, in real life, just be aware of the type of person that you may get when it comes to their actions and the things that they may say or the environment that they may create, because they're coming from a place of being a part of the collective and not really being solely responsible and stand up for themselves. All right. And our last red flag when it comes to social media today is going to be they follow more people than they have followers. So if they're following like fucking 3,000 people and they only got like 100 followers or something like that, unless they're a startup business and they're just really trying to, you know, gain more traffic or just really put themselves in front of a bunch of people, if it's their personal page or they use it as their personal page and they have they're following a whole bunch of people and they don't have no followers, you know, this is somebody that's sitting on Instagram just, you know, looking at profiles and buying into what other people are doing or buying into what other people have to say, or they're really investing a lot of time and energy into others. If they're following all these people, then they're probably on social media a huge chunk of the day, or they get consumed in other people's lives at a high rate. And to my other 2 points, you know, these people in reality, they're going to lack a lot of discernment. They're going to view a lot of things as the same, or they're going to have a lot of right and wrong answers about things and not really, you know, have or cultivate a deep insight about a lot of things, including themselves. So just be on the lookout for that. You know, I talk a lot about great teams are made up of great individuals. So if you're dealing with somebody that's not showing you signs that they can be and that they are a great individual, then you need to be cautious and aware of the fact that they may not form the best partnership, or they may not form the best team or the best companionship or the best intimate relationship if you're seeing these types of things. Now, of course, don't just see it and just, you know, X them out of the box. Do a little bit more research, have a conversation, try to maybe see where they're coming from. I wouldn't press these people about it, like, oh, what's up with you following all these people, or oh, what's up with you having a Bible scripture, or oh, what's up with your account being private. I would never come at it like that, because you never want to insult anybody's integrity that way based on a choice that they've made for themselves. But at the same time, just always, you know, be in tune with what that could mean. All right. That's all I got for this one. Peace.